The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow upon the tranquil garden where cherry blossoms swayed gently in the evening breeze. The air was thick with the scent of blossoms, a fragrance that spoke of centuries of wisdom. Raj, a young man with eyes filled with questions, stepped hesitantly into this oasis of calm. His footsteps were unsure, mirroring the uncertainty within his soul. Buddha, the wise old man, sat under the shade of an old oak tree. His eyes, deep pools of understanding, regarded Raj kindly. The silence between them seemed pregnant with unspoken wisdom. Raj's voice, barely audible, broke the silence. "Great teacher, how do our thoughts shape our lives?" Buddha's lips curved into a serene smile, a smile that held the secrets of the universe. "Come, sit," he said, his voice a soft melody that resonated with the very essence of existence. As Raj settled onto the cool grass, his eyes fixed on the old man, hungering for the wisdom he could sense lay within those ancient eyes. Buddha began, his words flowing like a gentle stream. "In the garden of the mind, thoughts are the seeds. Just as a gardener nurtures the soil to grow beautiful flowers, we must tend to our thoughts." The words hung in the air, heavy with meaning. Raj, in that moment, felt a seed of understanding being planted within him. He looked around the garden, noticing the meticulous arrangement of every blossom, the careful placement of every stone. It was a world meticulously crafted, a testament to the power of patience and care. "Every thought we sow," Buddha continued, his gaze fixed on the horizon, "grows into the tree of our destiny. A tree rooted in negativity bears bitter fruit, while a tree nurtured with positivity blossoms with sweet flowers." Raj's mind was a whirlpool of thoughts, a stormy sea seeking calm. He thought of his own life, the anger that had consumed him, the despair that had clouded his days. "The mind, young one," Buddha said, his eyes meeting Raj's, "is a fragile yet potent instrument. Like a garden, it craves attention and care. But unlike a garden, its fruits are not tangible. Our thoughts manifest not just in our actions, but in the very fabric of our existence." The words hung in the air, weaving a tapestry of enlightenment around Raj. He felt the weight of every word, the truth sinking into his very soul. Buddha gestured toward the cherry blossoms, their petals painted in hues of pink and white. "Look at these flowers, Raj. Each one is unique, yet they share the same essence. Such is the nature of humanity. We are diverse, yet connected by the threads of our thoughts and emotions." Raj's gaze followed Buddha's, and for the first time, he truly saw the blossoms. Each one was a universe in itself, a testament to the beauty of diversity. "You see," Buddha continued, his voice a soothing balm, "our thoughts not only shape our lives but also the world around us. A mind filled with hatred taints every interaction, every relationship. But a mind filled with love transforms the world into a haven of peace." As Buddha spoke, Raj felt a strange sense of peace washing over him. It was as if the very essence of the garden had seeped into his being, calming the storm within. "But how?" Raj whispered, his voice barely audible. "How can I change my thoughts?" Buddha's eyes glinted with a knowing light. "Awareness, young one. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Be mindful of your thoughts, observe them without judgment. Like a gardener plucks weeds to let flowers thrive, pluck the negative thoughts from your mind." Raj nodded, the truth of Buddha's words resonating with him. It was a simple yet profound truth. "But awareness alone is not enough," Buddha said, his voice carrying the weight of centuries of wisdom. "Nurture positive thoughts. Cultivate compassion, kindness, and gratitude within your heart. Just as a gardener waters the plants, water your mind with positive affirmations." Raj closed his eyes, absorbing the teachings. He felt the weight of his past mistakes, the burden of his anger and resentment. But in that moment, he also felt a glimmer of hope, a tiny bud of transformation. "The journey within is long and arduous," Buddha said, his voice a whisper in the rustle of the leaves. "But with patience and perseverance, you can transform your mind into a garden of peace." Remember, young one, the power to shape your destiny lies within you. As the night descended, Raj opened his eyes, the world around him bathed in the soft glow of moonlight. He looked at Buddha, gratitude and determination shining in his eyes. "Thank you," Raj said, his voice steady. "Thank you for showing me the path." Buddha's smile deepened, a smile that held the promise of a brighter tomorrow. "The path is yours to walk, young man." And in that moment, under the vast canopy of stars, Raj felt a flicker of hope. The journey would be long, but he was no longer alone. He had found his guide in the garden of enlightenment, and with each step, he would nurture his thoughts, one positive seed at a time. Raj stayed in the garden that night, the teachings of Buddha echoing in his mind like a soothing mantra. The moon hung high in the sky, casting a gentle glow on the cherry blossoms, transforming them into ethereal, silver-tipped flowers. In the quietude of the garden, Raj began his inward journey. He closed his eyes and delved deep into his thoughts, confronting the demons that had haunted him for so long. Anger, fear, and self-doubt surfaced like specters in the darkness of his mind. But now, armed with the wisdom of Buddha, he faced them with newfound courage. With each breath, Raj let go of a negative thought, visualizing it as a withering leaf falling gently to the ground. He embraced the essence of the garden around him, imagining his mind as a vast landscape waiting to be cultivated. The night passed in contemplation and self-reflection. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Raj felt a profound sense of calm washing over him. The storm within him had subsided, replaced by a serene lake of tranquility. Buddha, observing Raj from a distance, nodded approvingly. He recognized the subtle transformation taking place within the young man. The seeds of awareness had sprouted, and the first tendrils of inner peace had begun to unfurl. As the day unfolded, Raj continued his practice. He learned the art of meditation, sitting under the shade of the cherry blossom trees, his spine straight, and his breathing rhythmic. With each inhale, he drew in positivity, and with each exhale, he released negativity. The world around him seemed to fade away, leaving only the echo of his own breath and the whisper of the wind. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Raj remained in the garden, his determination unyielding. He became a silent observer of his thoughts, dissecting them with the precision of a skilled surgeon. He confronted his deepest fears and insecurities, unraveling the knots that had bound his mind for so long. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the garden in shades of orange and purple, Raj approached Buddha with a serene smile on his lips. His eyes, once filled with restlessness, now sparkled with newfound clarity. "I have found peace, great teacher," Raj said, his voice steady. "The storm within me has subsided. I am no longer a prisoner of my thoughts." Buddha, his eyes filled with pride, placed a hand on Raj's shoulder. "You have done well, young one. But remember, the path to enlightenment is not a destination but a continuous journey. Stay vigilant, and the garden of your mind will flourish eternally." And so, in the heart of the tranquil garden, a transformation had occurred. Raj, once a seeker lost in the chaos of his thoughts, had found the peace he longed for. The garden of his mind, once overgrown with weeds of negativity, now bloomed with the vibrant flowers of positivity and serenity. In the following days, Raj decided to leave the garden, carrying the teachings of Buddha with him. He ventured out into the world, his steps light and purposeful. Wherever he went, he shared the wisdom he had gained, guiding others on their own journeys of self-discovery. And as the tale of the transformed young man spread far and wide, the garden of enlightenment stood as a silent witness, its cherry blossoms swaying in the wind, a reminder of the eternal truth, that within the depths of our minds lies the power to shape our destiny, one thought at a time.